Hey boys, I think the top might be in for September. I'm going to tell you why. I have my chart here. But before we go to that, boys, please help me get to 300 subscribers. If you subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And if you want to support the channel, I have some links: Weeks, Coinflare, Bybit, client funding if you want to get funded with up to $300,000 worth of capital. So we get the best discounts right now: 25% off on their evaluation and 15% off on their if instant funding accounts. So what do we have today, by the way? We got some news of Fed Chair Powell speaks and PMI. So we might get a little bit of volatility, but I am not long yet. And I didn't take any trades yesterday because we were just chopping around and I really didn't like how this low was traded. And it just looks like it wants to keep going down. Now, why? Guys, if you forgot, we still have a lot of liquidity to grab down here, plus relative equal lows on the daily, on the monthly, and on the weekly. And we got some single prints to fill. You can see that here for Bybit, we got a single print to fill around 110. And then the final poor low at 107K, the previous month low. Same with futures, a bunch of poor lows below, and with Coinbase charts, so a bunch of poor lows. We have a lot of, poor lows to fix. That's why I'm not keen. I'm not keen to long yet because we're like in the middle of the range, to be honest. Like, if you see this, like this is the range, and you're in the middle, and you don't want to be here. So I only want to take a trade if we get above here, the short setup that I gave you boys yesterday. So if we get about the golden pocket, then I'm going to entertain a short, smack it down so that we can get in and finally get along on our level down here. I think this will be like the best longs in my opinion. You got the POC down there, you got the monthly, you got 786, and you feel a bunch of single prints and massive liquidations, finally long this all the way to 130K. Now, one of the reasons why I also think we might have topped already because NASDAQ is literally at 25K and it's been grinding up slow. So the moment this pulls back like 2%, 4% in 2 days, like what happened here, and that's probably going to bring Bitcoin down. And, it's probably going to drop fast. So just be careful with longs right now. See what happened here? We were slowly grinding up after getting above all-time high. So grind up and then boom, 2 days straight of just going down. So that might happen. And, Bitcoin's just probably going to drop, including all the altcoins. So be careful. So key levels to watch for NASDAQ. I mean, we're at 25K and like you really don't want a long here, right? And it's also hard to short here, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is just probably gonna chill on indices and wait for next week, which is FOMC. We have FOMC next week. Yeah, FOMC Friday, October 3. So yeah, better to just wait. We might get a pullback maybe Thursday or Wednesday, 1%, 2% day. So be careful with longs on indices. And now for Bitcoin, again, here are our short setups: 114K and 115K. So just be careful with all of your longs because it's going to be a deep, deep pullback. I think there's like a 5% move if we get above on our level. Yeah, somewhere like the 5, 6, 7%, 8% move. So that would be really nice to short. All right, so that is it for this video. Like I said, even with the rate cut news, we didn't even manage to get above this range, the POC and the golden pocket, hard rejection. So, I think top might be in, boys. Like look at that weekly candle. Like I think it's finally coming back down to fix this now. You know, this is like a very good bearish weekly candle. That's when you know when Bitcoin's um really weak. So we'll probably kind of come down, fix this low, and finally go up. So that is it for this video, and thank you for watching. See you on the next one.